I want to go back to playing journalist once again because that's what gives me the most excitement. And you're on the couch again, and I'm here. So I just want to start by asking you, the characters that you have played over the last 25 years, do you think that today you are a combination of all those characters? That is the real Shah Rukh for the audiences, a combination of everything that you have done on screen?
First of all, it's extremely awkward and difficult for me to sit in front of people who've made my life in different years of my life from the time I've started, whether it's Kundan or Rajiv or Abbas Bhai, Mastan Bhai, Praveen Saab, Ramesh Sippy ji. There's so many of them, and I'll talk about each one of them individually. Or Shimit, if he's here. And I don't understand how to say this and explain it. I think an actor's journey is defined by the kind of people and the life he leads or she leads. And mine has been defined by my circumstances, my experiences maybe, and of course a lot of direction from these wonderful men and women. So I have never sat down and analyzed that the characters that I've played, do they come from just a part of me, or have I become a part of the act, or have I become a part of, I said this to somebody once, I don't know, do I cry like Devdas or Devdas cries like me? I have no idea. Kundan will tell you, he's an awful actor. So, ये जैसा बस रोल है बस यही बहुत है साला. Because and these are like my father figures. These are like mentors and guides. And each criticism, each slap, each love, each anger of theirs, I hold very dear to my heart. So whenever I'm going wrong or right, or I don't know how to do it, I just fall back upon the people I've worked with and say, what would Rajiv say? What would Kundan say? Abbas Bhai, Mastan Bhai, आके मेरे को sweetly criticize कैसे करेंगे? And I will figure out how to do it. I do my best. I try to listen to the instruction, and I've never analyzed. I don't think any actor or actress should give themselves more importance than the fact they're supposed to just do a job and emote when they're called upon to do so.
But the one thing that came across from all filmmakers was the fact that you completely believed in their vision. And like Rajiv has said that, you never asked him before making a fool of yourself on screen. You were not worried about whether your hair was in the right place or you were looking good. Abbas Mastan Bhai have said that you never questioned the fact that you had to push this girl and you had to kill her. You never had those questions. So was it the belief that you had in the filmmakers?
I think I'm sorry, I'm not going to show off, but I think it's both. There are two things. One is belief in the filmmaker, because I believe a film is a director's medium. तो जिनकी आँखें ये फिल्म बना रही हैं, उन्हीं की आँखों के ज़रिए ऑडियंस उसको देखती है. सो राजीव की फिल्म का एक तरीका होगा, प्रवीण की फिल्म का एक तरीका होगा, और इनका एक अपना बिलीफ और सिस्टम होगा राइटिंग का, एंड ऑल ऑफ देम, कुंदन का होगा, एंड वही ऑडियंस जो है उस तरीके मेरी नज़रों से नहीं देखेगी. And the second part is, so you have to believe in the director, and second part is you have to believe in yourself as an actor. That whatever you make me do, I will do it to the best of my capability. I find it very wrong when actors turn around on a set and say, my character won't say these lines. But he's your character, you're making him or her. You are the maker at that point of time. How dare you say these lines won't work for my character? So I can say anything. I can have my hair the way I want to, even now. I can do anything. If somebody tells me in an emotional scene, do a somersault, I'll do it. I'll make it believable because I'm an actor. So I think you have to have belief in the person who's directing you, guiding you, and in yourself. And that's all it takes to be an actor. I'm actually not being modest. Honestly, I'm not known for that. मैं दो बातें कहूँगा. जब मैं छोटा था, तो my mother was very social and met everyone. So I noticed this कि वो जिनके साथ बैठकर बात करती थी वैसे ही हो जाती थी. So अगर वो वर्कर था तो वर्कर की तरह, अगर वो आर्मी ऑफिसर था तो आर्मी की तरह, बिजनेसमैन था, पॉलिटिशियन था. And I think that's what an actor should be. कि वो जहाँ बैठे, जिसके साथ उठे बैठे, जिससे बात करे, and that actually means the director. You should become like that. An actor should be, I think, मनोज कुमार जी की फिल्म का गाना है, which I take very close to my heart as an actor. पानी रे पानी तेरा रंग कैसा, जिसमें मिला दो लगे उस जैसा. So I think an actor is just water, and in shape and in color, and whichever color, if I get into whites with Abbas Mastan, then I'm whitewater. If
Again, you are being modest because what you're talking is about a catalyst. कि catalyst disappear हो जाता है, मैं catalyst अपना काम कर जाता है.
Because I truly believe the art is important, the artist is not. So
I agree with you in everything that
जब वो
you're saying.
आखिर में रह जाएगा तो I think राहुल राज यही सब रह जाएंगे, मैं तो नहीं रह जाऊंगा.
Mohan Gopal.
Yeah, so it's the art remains. I don't think the artist
I
is
agree
important
with
at all.
you completely in this.
And as long as I can think like that, I think I can act with some amount of purity. Whatever little I know of acting, I don't claim to know too much, but whatever little I know, the purity will be retained if I'm able to believe that my art is more important than myself.
But the one thing that comes to mind, and talking to a lot of filmmakers also, sir, came to mind was that, do you feel that becoming a star restricts the number of characters that you can play? Because when you were beginning off, the zone of the characters that you were trying out at that time, did you think it got limited? And case in point being maybe a fan where people were hoping to see a star and not a character. Does that come in the way of choosing films today because you're such a huge star?
I think it's a good excuse to use, and a good reason also, if not just an excuse. कि यार वो stardom जो है बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो actor की life से निकाल लेती है, and then you become a star, and the struggle is like that. And yeah, when you become a star, you have little issues कि यार अभी तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया है, मुझसे ज़्यादा लोगों को Twitter पे मालूम होता है कि इतना business किया है फिल्मों ने. So you understand that कि यार ये 100 करोड़, 200 करोड़, 300 करोड़, and हम कितने भी उससे untouched रहें, छूते रहें, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं पर ये बातें तो दिमाग में रहती हैं. And as a star 10 लोग मिलेंगे कि यार ये फिल्म दिवाली में रिलीज़ करो, ईद में रिलीज़ करो, Christmas में फिर इतना पैसा बनेगा. So all those things remain in your head. You're in the business, you're in the industry of filmmaking. So that business remains in the head. But I'd still like to believe कि जब भी मुझे मौका मिला है या कभी भी मुझको चांस मिला है कि do you do a fan or you do a Chak De India, मैंने कभी उसको question नहीं किया. And I say yeah, of course I'll do it as long as you want to make it with me. It's not, मैंने कभी फिल्म डिज़ाइन नहीं की है कि मैं अब ऐसा रोल प्ले करूँगा. And the limitations also come from people who are making films with you sometimes. A lot of people will take me in a film and say, अरे यार ये offbeat क्यों बनाएं, commercially बना लेते हैं अभी. I'm not blaming them. I think it's a good thought. And अगर मैं बिकता हूँ तो बेचना लाजमी है. I can't be two-faced about it because I sell so many things. And I think it's a business finally. But having said that, I've tried to maintain some kind of balance. Earlier on, I had nothing to lose. So I did a lot of things I didn't even question. Now maybe I don't question, but people around me question. You think it'll do well? You think you should do a love story again? You should. I don't listen to anyone.
But does it restrict you in your choices?
No, not at all. That sometimes it's awkward to say that being in this position, the choices are less. People give me less choices. मैं अलग-अलग directors के साथ बैठता हूँ और वो सर हम picture बनाएंगे, वो पहले ही बड़ी बन जाती है. So it's a little कि नहीं picture बना लेते हैं यार. And then it goes out of hand sometimes because everybody wants the film to be big, and everybody's holy grail is to do that beautiful artistic film which does commercially very well. So I think everybody attempts that, but in that attempt sometimes you get it half right, sometimes you get it completely wrong.
So would you also feel that now you're also coming into a phase of your career where a new lot of filmmakers you're working with? You started your career with filmmakers, then you had the middle lot where you worked with Karan and Ashutosh and Adi and Shimit, and now there's a new lot of filmmakers. So is this the adventure, or let's say the spirit of taking risks again happening, or are you just working with these new filmmakers because they came to you with scripts that excited you?
A part is true, yeah. If somebody comes to me with a script, I've never thought he's an old filmmaker or new filmmaker. If I am in that zone of wanting to do a comedy, I'll do it with whoever has got the comedy at that point in time. But having said that, most of the people here, if I'm not mistaken, were absolutely new when I worked with them. I think Praveen Saab's first film, Abbas Bhai Mastan Bhai's second film, Rajiv's maybe second or third film, Kundan Saab's second, or
Anubhav's pretty much
Anubhav's third, fourth film, Shimit's second film maybe.
Seventh film.
So I think I am drawn to people who are new and making new films because I till now feel like a newcomer. I still feel that I'm not some thespian, or it is actually, I'll say it again, this is very awkward. to be sitting here. When I was leaving my house, I was telling my family that 25 years, yeah, sounds so old. So I took Baijan beard color and colored it a little more black. यार मैं यार ये 25 साल तो बहुत बड़ा हो गया यार. So I find it very awkward. I'm spending 25 years here, but I feel like a newcomer, and I'd rather be working with anybody. And if there is somebody that has never been a deciding choice कि नया है तो नई टाइप की फिल्म बनाएगा, नया है इसके साथ काम नहीं करता. That has never been a thought in my head. I feel I should say this. Most of the people here again, and some of them who are not present here, I was a rank newcomer. Like Rajiv so sweetly said, he didn't care how his hair was. I didn't care because I didn't know how else to keep it. I still remember Rajiv told me also, and till now he tells me कि तुम सो रहे हो आराम से यार ये सब तुम्हारा सब ऐसा तो ऐसा नहीं मैं ऐसा ही दिखता हूँ. I'm sorry. So I was an odd looking boy. I spoke too fast. I'm not from a film background, and most of them, even though they're not, some of them are from film background, they'd started their careers. They give me an opportunity. You know, Hema ji is not here, but who gets an opportunity in his life to sit across the dream girl and she says, I like your nose, it's very aristocratic. So you are in my film for that. And I'm like, वो नाक जिसको मैं छुपाता फिर रहा हूँ, वो नाक हेमा मालिनी को पसंद है. So, you know, the opportunities I got with all of them. I remember Rajiv, Abbas Mastan, Kundan, and we were working on films and television. I used to live in his house. He had allowed me to stay in the Iskra Rogopak office. The first time Gujarati food I've had from Bakul, his wife. They looked after me like their child, and they gave me an opportunity. So for me, if a newcomer comes, I have been trained by people like these to respect a newcomer, love the newcomer like your own, and I'm not being patronizing or giving anyone a chance, because they never made me feel like that. Not one of them made me feel कि हम तेरे को chance दे रहे हैं बेटा. So I've learned it from them actually.
You know, one of the things that comes to mind when I spoke to all the filmmakers also was the fact that they look at you so differently. You know, Mani Ratnam Saab told me that I saw him as a simple middle class boy from Delhi, and Kundanji said the same thing to say that, you know, he was a simple boy. Abbas Bhai Mustan Bhai said that, you know, उसमें एक danger था उसकी आंखों में. तो मुझे वो danger दिखा और मुझे लगा कि वो, like, I think and one thing the book will prove to you, which you will read in that Aditya Chopra is not a ghost. We have him on record. He has spoken about Shah Rukh and he's spoken about his journey. And I would like to thank Pooja for that. Pooja, thank you very much for getting me Aditya Chopra. So, like Adi says, that the only thing Shah Rukh does not know how to do is to smile. Because that's the only time he's acting. He's got so much of sorrow in him.
Not smile, laugh. I can't laugh.
Laugh.
On camera. I have a lot of problem laughing on camera.
That's what he said. He said you can't laugh on camera.
Yeah, I find it very difficult to laugh. That's one of the very many problems I have as an actor. But the description you've given me of all the people makes me sound like a middle-class psychopath. ये बड़ा simple middle-class psychopath था. Danger था और lovable psychopath.
So that's what you ended up playing in Fan, finally.
I am playing only those roles only. I'm either a lover or I'm a psychopath.
So, but is it interesting to, you know, play so many characters? Because, and directors saw you completely differently. It's amazing to see that one person can be seen with so many different spectrums, so many different lenses by so many different people. Karan saw you as somebody else, Adi saw you as something else, Mani sir saw you as completely different. I mean, and then Ashutosh sees you as this guy who's just dressed up in simple clothes and comes back to India. Amol Palekar saw you as a villager, you know, from Rajasthan. That was you.
Villager from Rajasthan.
So
I played you also.
it was you. So how does that happen? You know, for an actor, is it like really?
See, first मैं बड़ा clear करूँ, मुझे ये मालूम नहीं है कि जो roles मैंने play किए हैं, whichever role you're saying, and some of them, have I been able to essay it like they all wanted it?
They said that you did. I mean, most
अभी
of
तो
them.
ऐसे ही बोलेंगे ना, book launch पे आए हैं. बाद में जो set पे बोलते थे वो मैं बाद में बताऊँगा. Kundan has told me one day, मैं पत्थर से acting करा सकता हूँ, तेरे से acting नहीं करा सकता हूँ. So he's really shouted at me, and my choice of films even now, and he has the right to. He's like a father, and he should. But you know, like I said, if you see me like someone, I'll try my best. बट मुझे ऐसा लगता है, हैविंग सेड दैट, मैं थोड़े अर्बन रोल बेटर करता हूँ. ये गांव वाला मुझको सूट नहीं करता है ज़्यादा. मैं थोड़ा झूठा झूठा सा लगता हूँ. ऐसी फीलिंग है मुझको. आई एम रियली सॉरी, बट कोशिश की है मैंने ज़रूर. और अलग अलग लोगों ने मुझे अलग अलग तरह से देखा है. एंड सम ऑफ देम आई डोंट बिलीव इन एट ऑल. मैं एक बात और बोल दूंगा, एज एन एक्टर, it's not your duty to believe in what you're doing. It's your duty to make others believe that this is who you are. ये मुझे बहुत गलत लगता है जब एक्टर्स बोलते हैं, I don't believe in this. It's not your belief. You're an actor. I'm supposed to make everybody believe that this art is nice and likable. I don't have to like it myself. It's like that mother at home or that amazing chef at home जो खुद का खाना नहीं खाता लेकिन दूसरों को खिलाता है, कहता है you have to like this food because I'm making it for you. And actors have to be giving like that. So many attempts that have been done, I've hoped I've done them well, and I know I've failed more often than not. And I'm not being humble. I know it now. Because as years have gone by, I think I understand what Rajiv wanted from me, or Praveen wanted from me, or Shimit wanted, or Kundan wanted, or Aziz wanted, or Subhashji wanted, Rakesh Roshan wanted, Hema ji wanted, and I didn't have that as an actor then. But now I think I realize, oh yeah, ye kaisa kar diya maine? And sometimes it's very embarrassing to feel that it still went right, and I could do it better, which is an actor's struggle. So I've been very fortunate that so many people saw me differently and took the chance with me. Abbas Bhai Mastan Bhai said, तुम हार कर जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं, you're that. And then Adi and Karan said, no, you're a lover boy. And Yash Chopra said, unless, that's Yash J's way of saying, unless you make love to women, you'll not be a legend. I took that very seriously. So my acting is only that. I just make love to women.
But like Adi sir has said that, you didn't believe in Dilwale. You wanted to...
Not at all. I found it very
you found it like
insipid.
a fantasy character. And you said,
no, I found it very insipid. I don't understand romance. But it's not important whether I believe in it or not, as long as the people believe in it. So I didn't understand it at all. To say a line, हम एक बार जीते हैं, हम एक बार मरते हैं, प्यार भी एक बार होता है और शादी, तुम नहीं समझोगे अंजलि कुछ कुछ होता है. What does this mean? If I was to sit down with a young lady now and took her out for a date and I said, have some Chinese food, हम एक बार जीते हैं, एक बार मरते हैं, तो अच्छा ये समझा भी रहा हूँ, फिर बोल रहा हूँ तुम नहीं समझोगे अंजलि कुछ कुछ होता है. She'll think I'm a fool. And वो उसको बोला कि मुझे ये नहीं मालूम कल क्या होगा, मुझे ये भी नहीं पता कल मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ, बस मुझ पे भरोसा रखो सिमरन. Yeah, that makes me feel really confident about my boyfriend. Yeah. but Adi believes in it. He believes if there is a girl who loves you and if there's a boy who loves that girl, if you say it to her, even if it means nothing, she will believe you and come along with you. And I say, okay. But you try it in real life, you get slapped by the girlfriend. Yeah.
Did you try it in real life? I don't think so.
No, with all due respect to all the wonderful directors who've made me, I don't need to try anymore. I just have to stand and, हम एक बार जीते, हाँ हाँ मुझे मालूम है चलो.
So, sir, the next 25 years now, do you have any, are there characters that you feel that you have not done yet? Like, I know for a fact that the one thing that rankles you is, to do a superhero film again. Because that's something that you really, really believe in. Action is something that you're really, really fond of. I know that you've spoken many times about it. So are there characters that you still feel that, you need to do? You've done so many.
Yeah, I first want to take this opportunity, I don't know if Anubhav is here, sorry, it's dark, for making Ravan for me and my son and my daughter.
Anubhav is there.
Thank you, Anubhav. And I think that genre was something that our country is not really, touched upon, and I think it's a great genre for children. And maybe we did not get it right to the extent we wanted it. Inshallah, we'll do it all over again. And not only me, I think a lot of other people. It helped us set up a visual effects studio, which has helped other superhero films. And I think technology is important. So it has a larger story to tell Ravan than just a superhero film. Yes, I really want to do a lot of stuff. But at this point, I'll be honest, it's 25 years. I'm a little lost. Because if you look back upon your journey, read a book like this, I've done 60 odd films so far, and you feel सब तो कर लिया, and then you look back upon this. There are nights when I get up in the middle of the night and say अभी कुछ भी नहीं किया. So I don't know what to do next. I just hope somebody comes up and says, can you do this, Shah Rukh? I don't think you can, but let's do it together and push the boundaries. I think physically I'm still all there.
Sir,
Mentally I'm still there.
कल मैं आता हूँ, एक स्क्रिप्ट है, I think we should do it, sir.
I said directors, someone.
मैं सिर्फ बात कर रहा हूँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ.
I didn't mean guys who are writing books, okay? Not that. But I really want to, if I want to do a film with a book writer, I'll ask Chetan Bhagat, okay? So just,
And I just died.
But yeah, I really don't know what to do. I just hope somebody sees promise in me. I feel like a newcomer, I'm not just saying it. I think physically I'm still there for another 10-15 years, then I can push myself. It's important for an actor to be fit physically, to be able to do a lot of stuff. Mentally, I think I'm all there with my own idiosyncrasies and eccentricities. And I think in terms of, how do you say, conscientiously, in professionalism, I'm all there. I'm a little late, but I make up for it. I speak fast. But I just hope somebody can come up and have faith in me to say, ये तुमसे नहीं होगा, लेकिन मैं तुम्हारे साथ करना चाहता हूँ. If somebody joins up with me and takes the chance with me. Because I think you become a wonderful or a big actor or a good actor or a great actor or whatever, if there are great enough people wanting to take chances with you. On my own, I can't sit down. मतलब एक लाइन थी शायद फिल्म में, अकेले हम कुछ भी नहीं. So I think you need a director who comes, could be a young director, an old director, whoever, and says, you know, I don't think you'll be able to do this. I don't know even if I can do this or not. But let's go on a journey together and see if we succeed. And if we fail, it's all right. At least we tried something new. I think it is always going to be better to fail trying something new than actually also succeeding with the tried and tested. You need it in the business. So I do that once a year. You know, do one film which is in your face, commercial cinema, let the company run. And all those are excuses. If I don't use the other time to be able to do something, and I know this for a fact, I'm in a strange place as a movie star, as an actor. जब मैं एकदम commercially viable picture करता हूँ, चल जाती है तो लोग कहते हैं अरे यार ये तो बिक गया, ये acting भूल गया. And when I do that one, then there's a whole section of people which turns around and say, इसकी stardom खत्म हो गई. And you know, I may not believe either of the two, but it plays on your mind. So you come back to the same thing. Can I make that film? I just said this in an interview to, I think, Karan. I'm just trying to work on my cinema, but I can't work on it alone. So I hope people have faith enough in me still and say, yes, let's go to Shah Rukh. We don't think he can do it, but let's try and do it together.
So I think the faith is all there, and I think the talent is all there, and the next 25 years will be another exciting phase because you're working with new filmmakers, you're trying new boundaries, and I'll have another book.
Thank you.
On the next 25 years of your
Just so that you can write a book, I'll work very hard.
For 25 years. So that takes care of my retirement plan. And on that note, thank you very much for giving us the time. Thank you, sir. And I think I would just invite the team now for the unveiling of the book.
I just like to, sorry, I don't want to bore people here because half the people who are here can come with the thought कि यार ये क्या self-aggrandizement वाली बात होगी, यहाँ पे 25 साल से काम कर रहा मैं उसकी बात करूँगा. So I just like to talk about 3-4 minutes because all this is very nice, but I'm extremely emotional about, and I don't get the opportunity to meet my friends, my mentors, my directors, my family, because we are all busy. We all get a little selfish also. We all run after the things that we want to, and sometimes इस दौड़ में, इस होड़ में बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो मिलती नहीं है या मिलने का वक्त नहीं मिलता है. So मैं थोड़ा सा बताऊंगा कि जब मैं मुंबई आया तो 2-4 लोग जो यहाँ पर हैं उनके बारे में. I remember मैं जब पहली बार टेलीविज़न में काम करने आया तो अजीज़, कुंदन और सईद, इस्क्रा रोगोपैक उनकी कंपनी थी. मेरे पास रहने को जगह नहीं थी. मैं एयरपोर्ट पे पहुंच गया, मुझे एड्रेस नहीं मालूम था. मैं मुंबई में पहली बार आया था और कुंदन, बकुल, अजीज़, हिज होल फैमिली, सईद, सब बच्चे, हारून, राहिला, निर्मला, उन्होंने मुझे अपना घर दिया. पहले ऑफिस में रखा. बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होती थी क्योंकि ऑफिस ये लोग 9 बजे सुबह खोल देते थे तो ये आके उठा देते थे मुझको, लेकिन चाय के साथ और गुजराती फूड के साथ. सो आई लिव्ड इन द ऑफिस इन बांद्रा. देन मैं जब मेरी शादी हो गई तो घर नहीं था तो अजीज़ मिर्ज़ा ने मुझे अपना घर दिया. फिर उनको घर की तकलीफ थी तो वो वहाँ पे रहने लगे। मैं ये बातें सिर्फ इसलिए बताना चाहता हूँ कि ये मेरे फिल्म मेकर्स नहीं हैं, ये मेरे लाइफ मेकर्स हैं। मैं यहाँ पर होता ही नहीं, और मैं ये इनकी तारीफ के लिए नहीं कर रहा हूँ, ये मैं सेल्फिशली अपने लिए कह रहा हूँ, क्योंकि आई नीड टू say this, I need to somehow express this, because there are not very many people who understand and know this part of me, because every time I go anywhere it's all about Shah Rukh Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, the big superstar, but it's not all about me at all, ever. And then there was a time अजीज़ को वो घर वापस चाहिए था, मुझे किराए का घर लेना पड़ा, मेरे पास पैसे नहीं थे, so I remember Rajiv called me and gave me money for my kiraya of my house. And these are small instances which I'm telling you because it made me feel कि मैं मुंबई में मूवी स्टार बन सकता हूँ। एक बड़ी फेमस लाइन है जो मेरी दोस्त अनुपमा ने शायद अपनी किताब में भी लिखी कि मैं एक दिन मुंबई को ओन करूँगा। वो हिम्मत कहने की या सोचने की इसलिए थी क्योंकि इन सब की बैकिंग थी। मेरे को पता नहीं था, आई रिमेंबर राजीव फादर सेड दैट तुम शादी करने वाले हो, शादीशुदा हीरो तो चलता नहीं है। And somehow Rajiv realized that this is maybe I don't understand this, and अब तो शादी हो रही थी, अब क्या करेंगे? So he landed up for my wedding very sweetly. I remember Abbas Mastan coming and wanting me to do this film, and I finished the film and I got the Best Actor award. I think my first one for a film as a Best Actor award, and not for debut or anything. And I went to their house to meet them. And I had never understood, and I'm sorry I'm talking personal, Abbas Mastan bhai, the hardships they lived in, but made these beautiful films, and never made me realize that I had become a star, and the director was still to make it there. They were the ones who made the greatest film of my career, perhaps, Bazigar. And so many of them have all come together and helped me become who I am, not just as a movie star or as an actor, but as the person that I am. And I owe this to them. And it's humbling that I come here. It's awkward I come here because मुझे मेरे हक का जो होता है that's very important to me. लेकिन इस सारे success के ऊपर मेरा कोई ज़्यादा हक नहीं है actually. Because if it wasn't for people like this, I remember Praveen Nishal taking me, he's an intellectual, he used to sit down with me and tell me, you can be a star. So all these things, and I'm not mentioning lots of people, I'm sorry, each one of them in the formative years of my life, whether it's an Adi, Karan, Yash Chopra ji, Mani Ratnam sir, Hema ji, I remember I think Rajiv will also remember this incident, एक दिन किसी इंटरव्यू में एक हेडलाइन आ गई, आई थिंक स्टारडस्ट मैगजीन थी, एंड उसमें हेडलाइन आ गई कि हेमा मालिनी डज नॉट नो हाउ टू डायरेक्ट। मैंने ऐसा नहीं कहा था, या हो सकता है मैं इतना बदतमीज़ था, मैंने कुछ ऐसी बात कर दी हो। मैं बहुत सारी चीज़ें कहता हूँ और फिर बाद में समझ नहीं आता कैसे बोल दिया, बट आई डिडंट मीन इट, आई डिडंट फील इट। एंड आई रिमेंबर मैं सेट पे जाना था सुबह सुबह, तो मैं छुप छुप के जा रहा था कि हेमा जी मुझे देख ना लें और डांटेंगी, तो मैं छुप छुप के जा रहा था, मैं छुप छुप के ऐसा साइड से जा रहा था। एंड शी सेड, "Hey, come here." And she saw me, so I came. She said, "Here." So I sat down. I said, "She's gonna kill me. She's gonna tell me, what did you say in that interview, huh?" So I just sat and I was like, कि ज़मीन खुल जाए और मैं चले जाऊँ यहाँ से और ये moment खत्म हो जाए life का यार. And she looked at me. She said, "I want to tell you something. Either you are very famous or I'm very famous. I have to stop working. So it has to be your fame. And when you are famous, people write all nonsense. Huh? Go and get ready." And it was so heartening. And I think, and I don't want to go on and on because actually I can write a book like this.
But I think one man that we need to mention, and the only man from the non-film industry, the television industry that I've included and we have included in the book is Colonel Kapoor.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, of course, if it wasn't for him, I would not have even thought that I can act on screen. और उनके साथ का भी अजीब सा एक किस्सा था। हम उनके जो सन इन लॉ थे वो हमारे लिए किराए का घर ढूंढ रहे थे दिल्ली में। एंड जब हमारी माँ ने घर देखा तो उन्होंने कहा कि मेरा बेटा नहीं है, वो देख ले तो हम कंफर्म कर लेंगे। माय फादर एक्सपायर्ड, वी नीडेड अ स्मॉल हाउस। सो ही सेड, कहाँ है आपका बेटा? ऐसे एक्टिंग करने गया है। तो उन्होंने कहा कि मेरे जो फादर इन लॉ सीरियल बना रहे हैं तो उनको कहो वहाँ पे आके एक्टिंग कर ले। सो आई वेंट देयर एंड मैंने ऑडिशन किया और कर्नल कपूर साहब ने मुझको जो रोल दिया था बड़ा स्वीट सा था। पूरे फौजी सीरियल के अंदर मेरा रोल था कि मैं कुछ गलती करता हूँ तो मुझको जो कर्नल थे वो बोलते हैं, जो कर्नल थे उस वक्त, कि जाओ और उस पेड़ पर गिन कर आओ कितने कौवे हैं। तो मैं भाग के जाता हूँ और मैं कहता हूँ 4 कौवे हैं, ठीक है जवान, अब सावधान। और मेरा पूरा सीरियल में ये रोल था। तो मुझको बड़ा अजीब लगा यार, और मेरे को लगा यार ये मैं कैसे आके अपने घर वालों को बताऊंगा कि मैं कौवे गिनने का रोल कर रहा हूँ और यही रोल है मेरा। एंड मेरी बहुत चीज़ें लक की वजह से भी हुई हैं, तो मैं उनको भी बहुत श्रेय देना चाहूँगा। तो मैं जब वापस आया, उनके बेटे जो थे लीड रोल कर रहे थे अभिमन्यु राय का, बट वो कैमरा भी कर रहे थे, सिनेमाटोग्राफी भी कर रहे थे। एंड सडनली ही डिसाइडेड मुझसे दोनों काम नहीं होंगे। सो कर्नल कपूर को कोई और एक्टर नहीं मिला, तो उन्होंने कहा कि ठीक है, यू आर द वन हू कैन डू इट, कम ऑन, ब्लडी गुड, जॉली गुड। So I became Abhimanyu Rai overnight, and I did that, and it was one of the nicest. Again, like a family, he treated me and loved me a lot, and all of them have loved me like family. So I want to thank them all, and I want to say this, and I'm not saying it with false humility or modesty. I genuinely feel maybe the goodness I still have at the age of 51 is a carryover from what I've learned from all these wonderful men and women in my life. And when I say women, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the actresses who have worked with me, because I could not dance, I could not romance. There are instances when I'm doing a duet with a girl and they are the ones who are twirling me, it's not me twirling them. And they're all so beautiful that it was very easy to love them back and say the lines I've said which I didn't even believe in. And if it wasn't for these really strong, really fantastic, really more hard-working women than all the men in the film industry, and I'll say this unquantifiably, I don't think I would be this romantic star who spreads his arms and girls come running to him. And I want to genuinely thank them, because I've learned a lot and I love them to death, and all my life I'll respect and love them. And I'd hope my children grow up with their children. And it's like when I came from Delhi, I had no family, I had nobody. And I tell this to everyone, that I have an extended family in all the filmmakers, all these leading ladies, all the producers, some other friends that I have made along the way in the film industry. If it wasn't for them, I genuinely would not be celebrating 25 years of my life here. So I thank you, and I'm extremely grateful that you made my life what it is. Thank you very much.